Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the Silver Necropolis faction event, as well as the epic trials for Silverglade. That's the main things we'll do, that's the least we'll do. And yeah, streaming every day, baby, let's go. Almost every day, I guess except for Wednesday. But I do a video on Wednesday, so just doing something every day for a while now. I think that's pretty cool, right? It's kind of like set the tone for... It was really, you know, who Tacit doing streams every day. Who started that? But, you know, I did the video every day thing for a while. And I've been doing that ever since, so... You know, firing up a stream is one thing, but like making a whole entire video, they're both hard in their own different ways, but I don't know, I just realized today, like, I do this every day. I do this every day. I've been doing that for a long time. I think, anyway. I can't remember a time where I didn't make a video or do a stream. I think there's been a couple times. I'll take a day off or something, but yeah. I don't know, most of the time, doing it every day. But let's go. I'm setting up the stream right now, putting in chapters. You can skip all this junk if you want to. Got Silver Necropolis today. That means life and death weapon. If you don't have that yet, you should probably secure it. Go get it. It's a nice tool to have in your tool belt. It's not going to like change your entire game like a Stellarix or a Zolgoth or something like that, but it's nice to have here and there. True damage to the last 2 slots, death marks. It steals life, so it gives it to your hero. And I think it enchants itself and everything, so it's a cool weapon. You can get it today and only today. Good reason to be playing today. Go get that weapon if you don't have it. Sauna's here. Mark's here. Let's jump on over to the chat. The waiting music. The waiting music. How you doing, Sauna? How's your tooth situation? Your dental situation? Doing all right? Also, shout out to Allie Bandy, aka Cookie, for the gave me some gifts. So let's grab those. I made sure to save them until the stream so I could shout out Allie for that. Thank you so much. Always helps, man. Gems are just never gonna... You're never gonna have, like, so many that you're not gonna need gems, you know what I mean? So, we always need gems. I'll never turn those down, and I'll always say thank you. Yeah, what's up with it? Supernova for president? Where's Supernova? No, I'm just kidding. I know where he's at. Working a lot. That's how a lot of us are, man. I feel like we got the most responsible, smartest community out there, and some of us are super busy, so I totally get it. I think all of us are, but you know, you can listen to a stream while you're busy, but some people are just like overwhelmed. We got Professor here first, then Efley, then Mark, then Sauna. Professor with the 5, incredible. Oh yeah. Then Mark, the underdoggy fun. So Professor running out there to the swing. Mark gives him an underdoggy. Less pain. All right. Do you have to go back anytime soon? I love when they just get it all done and you don't have to go back. That's the best. But they usually want you to come back and then come back and then come back and then come back. Usually. Alright, I'm almost ready here. I'll put a chapter in. Let's jump to the spot where I can put a chapter in. Alright, I'm gonna do the, so yeah, it's a Tuesday faction event. It's Silver Necropolis, right? So you want to try to do it for free if possible. Silver Necropolis start at the 5-minute mark. Not too bad. It's a new record, a new PB. Silver Necropolis faction event Tuesday. Try to get it done for free. You don't have to spend any gems some of the time. I can't tell you exactly when or whatnot, but you might have to spend that 30 gems. Tier 1. 30 gems for this last reward, which is a Chaos Orb, so it's worth 30 gems, I would say. So you start out trying to get it done for free. Do every single room. If you want to, you can do it in treasure multiplier order like I do. That seems to get me all rewards for free more times than it doesn't. So that's what I do. And, you know, try to get it done for free if you can. If you can't, spend the 30 gems to get that last reward. It's okay. It just happens sometimes. You can't always get them done for free. But 75% of the time or so, you can get them done just for free. And it's not like the Underspire where you won't have potions and stuff. Like if you go to the Underworld and you have your Silver Necropolis horde level to like at least 100, 111, 133, 155, something like that. You will have your horde level potions, so it's not as like annoying as an Underspire with no potions if you don't spend, because you got them down here with your horde level. Get the Potion of Enchantment, Potion of Explosion. I wonder when those happen. When do they happen? How do I get up there? Okay, here it is. So when does that happen? It's probably like 100. Let me go all the way back so I can tell you when exactly it happens. Yep, just horde to level 100. You need to get horde 100 to get max renown. So you want to get to 100 no matter what. And then you're also going to get your Potion of Enchantment. If you go up just a little bit higher at 105, you get your Potion of Explosion. And then if you go to 111, you get 2 magic. So 111 is like where most people should be, and then you go from there. If Silver Necropolis is hard and you're trying for 500 Purifaction, you would want to go up to like 133, and then 155, 177, 200, stuff like that. I've gone as far as like 309 before. But you should have at least your enchant potion and probably also your explosion potion, plus all those stats that you're getting for just having all those extra stats. So it took me horde level 177 to beat the Purifaction here. I wonder if I got it locked in still. Maybe talk about that. Nope. But I do have a life and death team, which, it's a mid-level team right there. We could show this as our mid-level team. So let's do that real quick. So I'm going to do mid-level using life and death. Mid. So we got the 8-minute mark. So here's the mid-level team for Silver Necropolis using life and death. We got life and death Thrall, Shoggoth, Leprechaun, Thief class, double purple brown minus yellow. See how that goes. Because we're going to be hitting the last slot with true damage, and then we're going to be hitting it again with the life and death. So, you know, Shoggoth hits last slot, so does life and death. Let's blow up our barely any green. We got life and death. And let's do this. We got Thrall. Could do life and death again or Shoggoth. They both hit 2 enemies with true damage. So it's not slow or anything like that. Not as fast as like a Stellarix or something, but... event keys. Alright, let's just run straight through the middle. You would not do this in the event. I'm just showing you teams. So you just have to, like... You know, the event, you're going to do all the rooms. So don't rush straight across if you're doing the event trying to get all rewards for free. You got to do all the rooms. But just to show you a team, I'm going to rush straight across. That way I can show you another team. And then rush straight across and show you another team. Bang, bang. Cactus Jack. Mark says the Starry Pet is easy to get this week. That's a first. Mark says, Cinny loves Shoggoth. It's a great troop. I definitely do. Sana says, I have a fun team. Thrall, Void Dragon, Duskbringer, and the Midnight Queen. I like it. You love your Midnight Queen, don't you? You like Midnight Queen like I like Shoggoth, huh? So I like the Midnight Queen, though. She's good. She's probably the best troop from Midnight. Right? I just don't think about her as much. She like do a double conversion and something else. But there's your mid-level team. I'll show you the team code here in a second. We claim rewards. And we'll go back to 50 just to show teams. Here's your team code for the mid-level team if you want to try to use your life and death. It's a nice little synergetic team. We got purple, brown, blue, green. You know, Thrall and Leprechaun are always good. Life and Death and Shoggoth are both doing true damage to the same slot. If you run into something hard, you can just keep hitting that same slot with Life and Death and Shoggoth true damage, and then your Life and Death is gaining a bunch of life. It's not going to die. Shoggoth is doing silence and enrage and all kinds of stuff, explosions. So you got a ton of mana generation. Like, this should definitely work, especially just if you're going for all rewards in the event. I think this team is perfectly fine for like a mid-level player without Stellarix and without the higher level options. Shoggoth is an underworld troop, easy to get. Thrall and Leprechaun are low rarity, and then Life and Death is available right now in the Soul Forge and in the event, through the event. So you can either get it with gems through the event or get it with diamonds through the Soul Forge. Whatever you got to do, go get it. All right, let's change our team now. We'll do, I don't know, either high level or low level. Yeah, I like Duskbringer. It's like one of my favorite weapons. Not because it's like really, really good or anything. I just feel like not that many people use it, and it's a little bit underrated, but it's not like amazing. But I don't know. I just like the pretty much when I'm using a purple team, just like Sauna did there. And you know, I got like Stellarix, Thrall, Leprechaun. What else am I gonna do? You know, I want to get hero experience, so I don't need the wand. I already got Leprechaun and Thrall and Stellarix all making mana, so I don't really need the wand. I feel like the wand is super overkill, so I'll throw like Duskbringer on there, just in case Stellarix, for some reason, doesn't get a kill and doesn't loop back into itself, and somehow the Duskbringer's up. I can cast it and finish stuff off, and yeah, it's be like the same idea as using like Black Manacles or something in that situation. Just a weapon that hits all enemies that can finish stuff off if you happen to need it. And you're getting class experience instead of, you know, using something else like a Takshaka, or I guess you can't in purple, so using something else in like a troop or something. Mike D is here. Wormskull, man, you're really crushing it lately. I appreciate you, dude. Like, picking up the slack. Wormskull, picking up the slack, baby. Appreciate it, man. Coming off the bench. Being slam dunking, getting, like, a high score. You're the man. Dwayne Alley, Bender, Bender, Bender. That reminds me of, like, I don't want to say. But let's make, maybe high-level team. We got purple. Maybe we'll just try Sauna's team. Just for fun. Honestly, I want to see what that Midnight Queen is hitting on. Midnight Queen. Let's see what you did there. Let's check it out. Let's see if I can give you any tips, maybe. You know how it goes. So you used a Thrall, Void Dragon, Duskbringer, and the Midnight Queen. Let's try it. Maybe I can give you some tips. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to switch anything. Just, you know. It's the point of using somebody's team, so you can see what you would do, if anything, to change it, maybe. I'm definitely not going to use a Nightweaver class, though, because mine's on, like, 20, and I don't really like it, but I will try... Is it the Midnight Queen? Of course it is. That's what I'm looking for. I'm probably got the Void Dragon. Of course, this team I mentioned earlier, you can do Thrall, Stellarix, Duskbringer, Leprechaun. If you want to use like if you have like everything in the game, I think that's a good team to use just to get some class experience while using Stellarix. And then you got Thrall and Leprechaun, of course, are always good together. Just put it with your best damage dealer. You can do anything you want pretty much with Thrall and Leprechaun and your best AoE damage, whatever it is. As long as it's purple, I guess. Purple or brown. Alright, the Midnight Queen. What does she do again? Convert all red gems to purple. Convert all blue gems to Doomskulls. Wonder why it says convert all red gems to purple, and then it says, and convert all blue to Doomskulls. How come they choose to say red gems, and then they choose to not say blue gems? Just for, like, to make it shorter? Well, they could have went convert all red to purple and convert all blue to Doomskulls. Or they could have went convert all red gems to purple and convert all blue gems to Doomskulls. but they chose to do it differently in the same sentence. Inflict terror on the strongest enemy. Inflict terror on a random enemy with magic 4 or more gems. So that's the cool part, probably. You're probably not going to be doing the conversion, but you might do, like, the terror. But she might be good for, like, the Psycho Mega, or the Psycho Missy. You do, I don't know. Yeah, I guess a blue team, maybe? Like, Psycho, Missy. If she can be used, she can. Ooh, what if we do that? Might be fun, but it'd probably be slow. Yeah, we'll do Sana's team, but just an idea for you. If you wanted to, you could do Sycorax, Mistralis, Midnight Queen, and maybe the Wand. If you really like the Midnight Queen, you want to set off that fourth, or that third trait, the 4 or 5 gem match, you could do Mistralis with the Wand and Sycorax. But yeah, let's grab the Void Dragon. And then the weapon was Duskbringer. So our only real mana generation is Thrall, but he's pretty good, especially if you're high level. He'll just get himself back up, so even if he doesn't do his thing he's supposed to do. Oh, great. Hold on a sec. I got Mrs. Sinny on the phone here. Alright, sorry about that. I'm back. Nothing crazy. Just normal stuff. Okay, Duskbringer. There it is. Alright, so the order you did was Thrall, Void Dragon, Duskbringer, Midnight Queen. I like the order, too. You did a good job there. Because Thrall's your mana generator, you're going to want it in first slot to catch purple and then make mana for the rest of the team. Then you got Void Dragon in second slot, that way if it does happen to loop, it's got the best chance of looping if it's in second slot. If you're going to put Thrall in first slot, which you should. You know, it's kind of like putting a Stellarix in second slot with my other team. And then you got this down here in third slot because it can catch green. And then you got Midnight Queen on the bottom because it's just there for the third trait. So it doesn't really matter if it gets mana or not. And if it does, it's kind of just, you know, frosting. But for class, I would probably do Thief. That way I can have a purple storm. I can make it loop better. Banner. Purple for sure. And then you got 2 blues and 2 brown. So the browns are more important because Midnight Queen we don't really care about, except for her third trait. So we'll do brown. So we need purple, brown, minus... No. Purple, brown, minus yellow. Fanged banner if you have it. Warband. This is the high-level team. You're supposed to have everything. So, yeah. We already did a mid-level team. Okay, let's try it out. This will be our high-level team because it's got the Void Dragon. It's got Duskbringer. I'll catch up in the chat after this. We just need some purple. Should get the whole team going. If you have both... Oh, wait. Alright, we got Duskbringer here. You just cast your damage dealers if they're up. Especially Void Dragon. And Duskbringer will, Deathmark everybody, too. So you're going to have Deathmarks and Terror on everything. That's pretty sweet. If you like Deathmark and Terror, this is the team for it. If you're trying to have some fun, while also going decently fast. And then we finish them off with this. That's why it's there. I could even use a class that I could level, because I'm not really counting on the Duskbringer to get up. It's just there for backup. So you could do any class you want. This would be a good team to do a class that does not have a 50% start. Like, you don't have to do Thief, it's just probably the best for the Purple Storm. And the 50% start and all that. But you could do anything, for real. Hopefully they're getting terrored. It's like too early, it's a level 50, so I'm not getting to see the terror, but later on it would be nice. It's just the idea of the team, I think, is neat. Let's show the team code, and I forgot to do the freaking chapter. What a dummy. Let's just say it was 19 minutes. Guessing. Let me show you that other team. Let's see. I'm not gonna run it, but if we take off Thrall and just leave the Midnight Queen on. Okay. Just an idea I just had. Oops. No. Clear filter. Base rarity. Okay, we want Sycorax. Right there. Got the Midnight Queen. We want Mistralis. Missy? Because you gotta have some sort of damage on your team. And then we want Wand. Okay, and then we'll do like this. Something like that. And what you would do is, you know, either get up Wand or Sycorax. So Sycorax would be the green, the blue, the brown. The Wand would be the other three colors. So whatever one gets up first, you cast it. You cast Sycorax on blue, because your entire team is blue. And then you try to loop on blue, 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 blue. Keep looping, looping, looping. That'll get your entire team up. That'll give you a ton of life. And all the while, this Terror Queen trait will keep going off. Which, I think, doesn't that happen immediately, too? So you could, like, I almost want to try it. We would need a Blue Storm. There's no, like, Blue Storm with 50% start, though, is there? You guys said... I know there's, like, classes with Blue Storm, but... Let me check out the chat real quick. Sauna with the gifted went to Jonathan. Tastes like purple, said Wormskull. Dez is here. Mike D is here, if I didn't already say it. I saw you earlier. Just the tips, that's why we watch, says Wormskull. Cunning with Captain Sawclaw? Yeah. What up, Tyrion? Dwayne says, I love my Sentinel Mountain Crusher. Like the Wand of Stars, it almost always refills itself, and with the right traits, you're almost invincible. That's the truth. I like that, too. Tyrion says, a few minutes till I lurk from work. Dwayne says, how do I get my messages to appear under my Gems of War handle? I don't know. You'd have to change your name to your Gems of War handle, I guess. Forget how to do that, because I never changed my... I've changed my name, like, a long time ago. Professor says, thanks for the nudge to dust off Duskbringer. Fast to get the freebies done. Loop-de-loop, baby. Tyrion says, nothing like getting your wand up first thing in the morning. Tyrion says, Frost Mage, 50% start in Blue Storm, I think. I just don't think it has the Storm. I know it has 50% start. Yeah, see what I mean? I don't think it has any storms. Or wait, it has the brown storm. That wouldn't be too bad. That'd be the other... What other color would I... Like, brown wouldn't be too bad, because who cares about... Brown would be fine. Okay, let's do Titan. Because we don't need to get up the Midnight Queen. We're just trying to loop to, keep the loop going, like, get everybody else up. So brown would be fine. Alright, we got blue-brown. So we got green, blue, brown, yellow, purple. Be nice to minus red. Of course not. Could also minus purple, I guess. Okay. At least there's a banner for that. Kind of want to try it. Did it already load this in? Because level 50 would not be... I'd want to do it on like 500. See what happens. Wish I could just retreat. Guess we don't have to kill them. Trey's here with the gifted. Thank you so much with the John Fitzpatrick. Alright, let's... our weapon gets up next turn no matter what. Let's not take brown off the board if possible, because we want to keep it up there, but we might just have to. Looks like we have to. I guess we could take purple for the wand and... just take brown. Let's get yellow out of here. Alright, they're terrored up top there. Got 11 blue. So extra turn. We got terror on second slot now. Didn't loop, though. Alright, terror again. We just killed him with skulls. Of course we would cast Mistralis here, but I'm trying to, like, terror them. I just want to see what happens. It'll never, like, go off right now, right? It has to move to their turn, huh? Keeps re-inflicting it. Just wanted to see if it would happen immediately. I know it, like, never would, but... just thought I'd try. Yeah, you gotta let it pass to their turn before it happens. But just to get them all terrored is nice. Keep them all terrored, you know? So we'd have to pass it to their turn. And why not just kill them with Mistralis? But like a higher level thing. That'd be cool. Loop until they're all terrored and then go start doing your Mistralis and stuff. If you lose their turn, they might all flee. At least some of them would. I guess we'll finish this out. We'll make this a 4th team. Psycho Missy Midnight. Psycho Midnight Missy. Psycho Midnight Missy in the house. Blue has 14. That's not enough, so let's just do this and win, I guess. But you get the idea. I could show it better if I was on 500, where they have more stats. And I might lose my turn here and there. Psycho's really better for stuff like Megavore, where it can happen. Like, while you're doing it, it can happen. Like, the Terror can't work until it's their turn. But it'd be cool to get them all terrored and then go on with the battle. Like, the first thing you do is loop Sycorax, get everybody up on your team, get yourself a bunch of life, and terror the whole enemy team, and they don't get to do nothing. And that's where the fight starts. The entire enemy team is terrored, your team has tons of life, and you're full mana. And they have to start from there. It's pretty cool. Hey, ran away. We could do green, I guess. Of course not. Alright, it's fine then. We got this. And we go green again. Sucks when you do a color that no one else uses. So you kind of have to, like, switch to brown or something. Now we could just cast Missy, but let's do a couple more loops. There we go. Didn't go off. Could have went. Anyway, just an idea. I haven't tried a Midnight Queen with Sycorax yet. If you want to try it, here you go. I think it'd be better for, like, deeper in, higher level stuff that's not just dying so fast. You can tear their whole team at the beginning of battle. That gives you way more time if it's on, like, 500 or you're in the 400s or something like that. Gives it more time to actually go off. Train is going today, baby! Trey with the gifted, Chad with a 2 with a 2. Thumbs up to that. Sauna with the gifted went to Jonathan. Got Wormskull with the 5. Appreciate it so much. Mark with the 2. Professor with the 5. Thank you so much, y'all. It's kind of in a bad mood again, but you guys always bring that up. I didn't want to even mention it because it seems like every day, so what's the point of mentioning it, you know? Just bring everybody else down. Okay, let's see. So, let's make a low-level team. Did I show you this team code? I probably just did while I was talking. But anyway, that's an extra little bonus team for you. How about that? And let's do a low-level. We got brown, we got purple. You guys want to see... I mean, there's not so many options with this. We could do gargoyles. We could do wall of tentacles, wall of bones, cunning, defiance. Do any of those interest anybody? I feel like we don't see defiance very much. He's kind of fun. Could do that. He's a guardian, and his thing is he gets enraged. So he's gonna do like lots of skulls. Like lots of skull damage. And he's 50% skull reduction. He does double skull damage versus brown. He's getting all those skills. If you like skulls, if you like killing stuff with skulls. You don't have a way to make the skulls, but if they happen to hit. Alright, Tyrion. Have a good one. Let's try. Let's just do it. We could do Urska or Construct here. I think his weapon is usually Axe of the North. To the north! Because it is green and brown for each Urska ally. And then you have to make yourself a Sentinel. But you can also use Glowing Core. You can do a couple things. You could probably just use the Wand. You could probably just use, like, Essence of Evil, Reflection of Good. Obsidian Librum, any explodey weapon. It doesn't mean I can't use Defiance because I don't have Axe of the North. No, that's not true. You can do, as long as you don't use Mountain Crusher, because you don't want your whole team to be brown. So now we're in Urska. And we need a brown banner. That's also blue. So we can just use the one we're using, Kraken banner. Brown, blue, minus purple's fine. So this would be a low-level team you could do. Got gargoyles, you got defiance, you got cunning, you got wall of tentacles with black manacles, you got wall of bones with black manacles. All good for low-level players. Hoard them keys for Friday? Yeah, it looks alright, that mythic. I'm just not a big fan of the mix thing and like the backfire potential, but we'll see. Purple. The best thing that I could do is be like, pump it, like, yeah, the new mythic's coming Friday, let's go, baby, you know? I can't do that. Let's go, baby. New mythic. It's awesome. Let's go. Throw all your keys at it. Wait. Don't have any left. Now's the time. Never save your keys. Just throw them all. That's what I should be doing. If I wanted the views. Awesome new mythic this Friday. It's the best tier, baby. It's gonna be the best ever. Throw all your keys. Don't even think about it. I'll show you some teams. I'll say good job. Good job doing the thing you did. Watch it be really good. Could be. I just am not... I was excited about Takshaka, and then I was excited for the wrong reason, but it ended up being good either way. But usually, like, new mythics come into the game, they're good like 3 out of the 12 months. Most of the time, you're going to 9 out of the 12 months, you're going to not get a good mythic. They're not going to put a good new mythic out every single month. And there's 12 months in the year, and we get like 3 good ones every year. Something like that. So the odds are 75% chance that it's not good. Or not worth like... It's not like awesome. Sometimes they're just ho-hum. Blue and red or brown. Oh, we got brown over there. Go get it. Okay, here's some red. Okay, here's some defiance. Okay, let's do this. Bang, everybody's up. Everybody got stats. Boom. And could my new account use this team? It probably could use the 3 defiances, but then I'd probably have to use a different weapon because I don't think I have Axe to the North yet. So in my case, on my new account, I would probably use... I don't even know what I have. Don't have that many weapons, huh? I couldn't use Mountain Crusher. That wouldn't work. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Just find some explodey weapon is what I would do. But I'm only level 100, so most people aren't level 100. They're higher level than that. They've been on the game longer. They have more weapons. Did I show that team code? I probably didn't. Now I can't. Oh well. You get it. 3 defiances with Axe of the North, or the Glowing Core, or Wand of Stars, or Essence of Evil, or Reflection of Good, or Obsidian Librum, or any explodey weapon that's not brown. And then, you know, Sentinel class, some sort of brown, blue, or brown, red banner. Alright, let's go do Epic Trials. For Silverglade. I already have the pony. I don't need to do this, but I like to do it. It's fun. And if you don't got it done yet, maybe you can get it done with some tips today. That'd be great. Classics here. What up, dude? New Mythic? Shut up and take my keys. Yeah, that's what most people do. Bomb bots are fun. Yeah, that's a good idea. Like Bork with some bomb bots. It goes pretty fast, too. When Bork came out and like bomb bots got reworked, I think that was actually a good strat. And I haven't seen it since that week, but I think it still works. The bomb bots hit all enemies, and like you have at least a couple of them, and they'll wipe out the entire enemy team pretty quick. So yeah, shout out to that team too. I always forget about that. Rant time. Mark says, I haven't used Baiska a single time. That was our last new mythic, right? Baiska? The bear with no pants? And that's what I was saying. It's going to be a tool for your tool belt. It's not going to be as good as like Life and Death, for example. Something that's available right now. You'll probably use Life and Death more than you would use a Baiska. Because Baiska is only going to be used when it's like an Urska restriction, or an Urskaya restriction, or a Daemon restriction, or whatever it is. And that's it. No other time will he be used. Never in a color restriction. So a new mythic if a new mythic is good, it will be used in color restrictions. That's what you can think. Because you can use so many different troops for color restrictions that it has to be pretty good for you to want to use it over like a Stellarix or a Zul'Goth or a CT or something like that. If it's only used for its like typing every once in a while, I don't call that good. That's just like, okay, that's a tool for my tool belt. It's not awesome. It's not S tier or A tier. It's just like, okay, it's nice to have. I don't need it. I can use King Mikhail just like I used to. But, you know, it might be a slight improvement over that for when we have that restriction every once in a while. No one's picking Urska in PvP, too. You know what I mean? Like, why would anybody pick that one? And nowadays, you're picking the restrictions with the alliances. So when is it, like, maybe when it's Urskaya week, which is 1 week out of every 38 weeks. So every year Every year and a half we have it. Yeah. We'll have it twice in a year and a half or something like that. So bicycle will be good two times every 18 months. Oh, that's definitely worth throwing all your keys for and having 0 keys to get Biska. So you can use it those 2 times in those 9 months. Or 18 months, sorry. When we have Urskaya all of a sudden. Now it's... I told you, you know? Not that anybody was saying Biska was good, but it's just the last new mythic, so that's why I'm talking about it. This new one looks better, a little bit better than Biska, I think, because it hits all enemies, it has a chance to loop, it does curse and freeze, but it can also backfire. You always got to think about that. What if it doesn't? What if it misses? Then what happens? Then the enemy has a bunch of curse and freeze gems on the board to use to go against you. And you put them there. That's your fault. You put that banana peel on the ground, and you forgot about it. Now you're slipping on it. You know what I mean? You're like Macaulay Culkin with the paint can, but then you're standing at the bottom of the stairs. You're Kevin with the paint can, you know? Tyrion says, I work from home, so it's kind of hard to not stay safe on the way to work. Professor says the mix is risky, but hits all, and the third trade is okay, so middle of the pack, maybe. Yeah, in reality it's going to be like, it hits all enemies, that's a plus. It could loop, that's a plus. You know, I haven't really looked into, like, what the typing is and what kingdom it's from and all that, but we'll have to see. That's why I always say, like, just don't wake up and, like, throw all your keys. If you have any kind of, like, if you have a billion keys, of course. If you're an in-game player and you're getting every new mythic every month, of course, just do it. Those are the people that can jump out of bed and just go ahead and do it. Everybody else should, like, wait and see and look at some teams first, and not just run to their Gems of War and start opening keys. You know, like, maybe, like, take a look at it first, see it in action first, and then decide if you're going to throw all your keys. That's what I mean by, like, helicoptering out of bed. You just go do something without even looking at it first. Somebody else using it first or something. I don't know what Circle Whitehelm is, okay? I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's going over my head. You will never know that, Joy, says Tyrion. I don't know. I don't know what that means, y'all. Alright, anyway. Epic Trials, let me put a chapter in. Silverglade. Epic Trials. 40? 44. I don't know why I talk like that. Just to talk different. Just to entertain. Y'all can let me know what Circle Whitehelm means if you want to. I don't know. Anita with the gift, it went to Dre Santy. Alright, let's see what we're working with here. We got the Silver Maiden, Cleanse and Barrier myself, Destroy a Row, Gain Armor and Life boosted by Yellow Gems destroyed. 40% Skull Reduction. Convert all blue gems to green dragon gems. If Christinax is on my team, all allied dragons gain 4 magic. Reduce damage from skulls by 30%. Wisp was... You know, I didn't give Wisp enough credit for this team when it first happened. And then it's decent. It's like... Spell all enemies, charm a random enemy, jumble the board, and gain an extra turn. Like, these enemies are going to have high attack, so that's going to do decent. And it gets an extra turn. 75% start. Don't forget about Wisp. You're going to have to cast it anyway. It might even be better than Christinax. Remove all gems of a chosen color, deal damage to all enemies, boosted by gems removed. Summon a silver dragon. So you got a summon on this team. Gain a chant when matching purple. It's got a 50% skull reduction. I think the order of the team is pretty good, right? Christinax is being blocked, though. Huh. I think, like, the Herald doing its thing is good enough, though, to get up Christinax. So I think I have it in the order that I had it in. Arcanist. Swordmaster. Elven Bard. Willow. Okay. Don't look too bad. Alright, let's check it out. I think the thing I learned using this team was, like, don't not cast Wisp. Like, Wisp is okay. What do we want to get up? It'd be cool to get up the Herald or Maybe get up Wisp real quick. We got purple up here. We got yellow down here. We got some brown. We got purple over here. Let's take yellow. Oh, that gave them skulls. Nice job. Let's take red into purple. We got Wisp. Let's go ahead and cast the Wisp. And watch the damage here. It'll get better and better as you get deeper, too. Did like 122. Got blue. Okay, we could do this. Cleanse and barrier myself, destroy a row, gain life and armor, boosted by yellow gems destroyed. So we just want a bunch of yellow. We got one here, two there, one there, one there. So we'll go where the 2 is. So we got a tank, we got a summon, and we got a couple ways to do damage. Okay, this does blue to green. We got it right here, so that's good. Let's do it. And that should do enough with the enchant and everything to get up Christine X eventually. Even though Christine X is blocked. It's alright. Okay, we got this again, but do we really? Blue to green. No, so I'm not going to sit here and cast it if I don't have it. Let's get up Christine X, I guess. Now I have it. And why not? It's blowing up a lot of the board, even though we didn't need... Like, Christine X was already up, but, hey. Extra turn, get a ton of mana, get everything up. Let's do some skulls. Let's do Wisp again. It's better to cast Wisp early while there's still 4 enemies. That way you can get the most out of it. Jumble the board, get an extra turn there. Another one here. Wisp is up again, let's go. Extra turn. We got Herald, but we don't. So let's do this. Get a kill. Got Herald right here. Let's do it. Good old Herald. Got Wisp. Extra turn. Boom. Free skulls. Let's do this. Can remove gems of a chosen color. Is there any place we can like get an extra turn? You could either do that or you could just remove the gem with the most on the board. If you want to do more damage, you remove like yellow. If you want an extra turn, you could look and see like is there any spot where I can make like an extra turn happen if I remove a certain gem color. I don't really see anything. It's jumping out at me. But so I'll probably just do yellow. But then like our one dude, oh well. Maybe I do green, red. You can do a color you don't use too if you want, like brown. I'm just gonna do brown. Let's get a color off the board we don't use. That's helpful too. Not really counting on Christine X to like kill them with damage anyway. Do we have this? Blue to green. Who cares? Let's do Wisp first because it's extra turn. And it will jumble. So you can like jumble the board into maybe getting your Herald off. And now we do. We got it right here. Alright, yellow extra turn. Another one. And let's do Wisp. Oh, it's not going to do anything. Okay, once the enemies are staggered like that and they're not next to each other, Wisp will not do anything because it charms. What charm means is it's going to charm a random enemy, so you can't choose, first of all. Second of all, when they're staggered like that, they can't hit each other because there's a gap in between them. So Wisp will do nothing now, but it'll still jumble the board and give us an extra turn. Like if we don't have the Herald and we're trying to get the Herald, we can still cast Wisp, jumble the board. If nothing's going on, just cast it. You won't get any damage now, but you could like maybe make the board better for yourself. Let's do Christine X, I guess. Let's take brown off again. Do we have Herald? No, but we got this. And that. I'm looking for blue to green, green to blue, whatever it is. We don't have it, so let's do Wisp and see if we can get it. No, but we got this. And now we got Christinex. Could take these skulls, get a kill. And let's do this. We're at the point where we just pick the highest. We're gonna win. We got this in the bag. We just want to kill them now. Skulls. And skulls. And skulls. And they're dead! And I have all my troops. I didn't even need my summon. So I try to play that like it's the hardest fight. That way you guys can see like what you would do. But I've already done this before. If you need more information, go check it out. Whenever Silverglade had its first Epic Trials, I definitely did a live stream and did every... I think I did the hardest fight on the live stream. Check Discord? I did. Did you put something up recently? I know what you was saying. Is that what you mean? I read all your messages, unless you put a new one up like right now. Wisp is awesome in Epic Trials this week. I agree. Tyrion says it's just moving the mouse cursor in a circle around Whitehelm. Apparently it's therapeutic and relaxing or something. Okay. If you do it on mobile or console, the whole map moves, but with mouse cursor, you can just circle the cursor around if unimpeded. Huh. Never thought of doing that. So yeah, that's the two things I wanted to go over today. Faction event and Epic Trials. So I'll probably just play the game normally now, unless you guys have anything you want to see for sure. Always check my mail first. Already got it all. I might do this real quick. I'm going to waste it, but it's better than like not using it at all. Offers. I didn't really have anything I wanted here. I don't know if I've given to the guild yet. I always check that. It's Tuesday. Claim all. Mark said his 1 year anniversary on Gems of War is this Saturday, and he's going to do a bunch of legendary tasks. That's going to be sweet. I think I haven't given yet. Let's check. Go to roster. Go to my name. Yeah, 0. So, all I do is like get close to the required, like, you know, over it, but close. Some weeks I give more than others. Depends on, like, I just did that Hell Gate and I lost like a ton of gold, so I'm still kind of building it back up. But I'll complete, and then just give that much. I don't really like, I'm not like typing in 1,550,000. You know what I mean? I'm just, okay, I completed 2 tasks. That's over the required. That's what I'll give. And that's how much I'll give this week. Unless I happen to get a bunch of gold all of a sudden. Next thing I would do is look at my XP booster. We got win 5 PvP battles. We could do that. Oh, crap. I think I forgot to do my Citadel fights yesterday. Unless we did them on stream. Can't remember. Did we do Citadel Wars on stream yesterday? I think I forgot to do them. If not. We got green, brown, or purple. Oh no, let's see what teams I got. Nothing, because it doesn't save. That's so fun. Just don't save nothing. I love it. I think I like my purple team. I love how it doesn't save anything. That's beautiful. I know it never has, but it feels like sometimes it does. Why is it like that? I guess if you have it like 2 days in a row. I forget where this team is. Is it this? Let's just use this one. I'm just gonna use it. Citadel Wars. Let's do purple. We got Mamba, Sierra, Haunted Guardian, Spectral Knight, Sanguina. I'm definitely doing that. It doesn't even look like a real team. Hopefully I did Citadel Wars. So I forgot. Oh no. I don't know if I answered, Mark, but I definitely read it. I read it, like, right before the stream. So that's why I didn't, like, type anything back. Sometimes I'll go on Discord right before the stream just to see if anybody said anything. That way I know. That's pretty crazy, though, what you said. I didn't know all that. I always had Mike D saying stuff in the chat, and he's right, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, I thought Mike was just exaggerating a little bit, but I think he knew before everybody else. I knew a little bit, like I said to you on the Discord. I didn't know all that. Not that it's bad or anything, but it's like kind of like a TMI situation, you know? Oh, hope I don't die to this weak team. Alright, we just need Zul'Goth, baby. Zul'Goth. Probably should use Wand up there. I think I used the Boreal Crystal because it was before we had Wand. It's like an old team. But I don't like switching teams if they are still working, you know? Huh. We only got green? That's stupid. Steal their mana. Let's do this. Come on, Zul'Goth, bro. Taking too long today. Making me mad. There we go. Alright, who are we gonna kill? It doesn't really matter. Mabasir is like the only threat, huh? Just kill her. I believe I took this long to beat this team. It's probably because of the spirit gems, though. They giveth and they taketh awayeth. You started to overwrite your Guild Wars teams with common PvP? Yeah, I must have forgot. That's the only time like I don't do Citadel Wars. I just forget. Sometimes on Monday I want a day off. Like, I play in the morning for the stream, and then I just kind of like don't really feel like playing later. Sometimes it's like the only day I feel like I could take off. But I guess I forgot one thing. I was trying to think in my head like before I like didn't play later that day. I was like, all right, did I do this, this, and this? Okay, well, I guess the one thing I forgot was Citadel Wars because I don't really think about it. PvP is not my favorite thing. That's why I'm kind of annoyed with Gems of War right now, because all they're doing is PvP updates. And I think other people feel the same way. We'd rather see something else. Another game mode, another, like, amazing troop, an update to old game modes. Like, anything else would be way better than PvP. It's not even real PvP. Like, somebody that doesn't play this game, and they hear that the devs are doing all these crazy PvP updates, that could sound like fun. But it's not as fun as you would think, because it's not even, like, real PvP. It's just, like, AI. Not that there's ever been real PvP, but that's why I'm, like, not that excited about it ever. It's kind of, I just call it, like, fake PvP. And it can be tough and everything, but it's always, like, not really beating anybody. Doesn't feel like I'm beating a person, like it should. If you're player versus player, you should feel like you're beating a person. Never feels like that. It feels like you're just beating the AI with a person's team. Using a person's team, you know? And if you lose, it's like, well, the AI, you know, it's like a person's team with the AI's advantages type stuff. So it's like losing and winning doesn't feel the way it should. If I lost to like a real player making real moves, it would feel a different type of way than losing to the AI using a player's team. That makes me want to jump out the window. Like, oh, a person made a great move and they beat me, like, that would be fun. Like, oh, good job there. GG. I'm not going to say GG to the computer, the AI. The person doesn't even really know. They're like, oh, I gotta win on defense. It's never like, oh yeah, I won. Oh no, it's just another leaderboard. Another grind. It's not like the people winning the leaderboard are like the best players in the game or something. It's like the people with the most time and the most money, I guess, with the alliance stuff, because you gotta like spend money to win it. Like your own personal leaderboard thing. You know, it takes both, like a little bit of skill and a lot of time and grinding. But a little bit of both at least. But like the alliance leaderboard is just money. It doesn't entice me at all. I don't even know what team I just picked. Great. Am I even doing Citadel Wars? I don't know. Just talking. Let's just make sure we win, then we'll go from there. Okay. Let's grab this. Let's take out... I'm thinking Venoxia here. I'm not scared of the prismatic orb. Watch it go off now. Gotta just kill him. Let's do this. Let's just do it again. And we should get up Zoo. Kill him. La 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 la. Green extra turn. Leprechaun. There we go. Rain Man's here. What up, dude? Oh yeah, I should do a timestamp. What a dummy. I'll just put the 1 hour mark. Citadel Wars. You guys come up with any ideas for your members only video? I really got to start getting to work on it, so I don't know. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be working on. That's my own fault because I haven't really thought about it, but somebody comes up with a great idea right now in chat. That could be what you see. Like, I like the ultimate resource guide thing. It's just gonna, like... It's just so hard to do. I don't know. The pure faction thing was the other thing I think you guys said. Alright, I am doing Citadel Wars. Okay. Just making sure. Like, am I doing it? Got Cunning, Prismatic Orb, Zul'Goth, Leprechaun. Got Prismatic Orb, Grey King, Venoxia, Leprechaun. Or Prismatic Orb, Grey King, Zul'Goth, Leprechaun. I think first guy, but I might use my... I try not to use them unless I'm... Like, if this is like an easy team, I'm not going to use a Swift Talisman. But this is like borderline, so let's go with it. Hot tub stream, yeah. Hot tub stream for the members only. I'll show you my nips. Just be a camera with just a nipple on it. A man nipple. No face. They probably wouldn't get like kicked off of YouTube for that. Just a nipple, a man nipple on in the camera, and that's it. It's a close-up of one of my nipples. Who are we gonna kill here? Zul'Goth? Sounds good to me. Alrighty. I do Leprechaun because I want it to bypass the weapon into Zul'Goth. Now we'll do their hero. Well, probably should have done Cunning. It's alright. Don't kill my zoo. Might get mad. If I take yellow, they get skulls. Trying to prevent the zoo kill. 1, 2, 3. Will that work? I need to kill them. There. was a little bit harder than it should have been because I let them kill my hero. But they're cunning. That's the whole reason they had cunning there, so it could do double, or like whatever the extra skull damage cunning does to purple. Like, it's not for no reason they had cunning there. We survive, we win, the win streak continues. Do you count the times I forgot to play as a lose? I just don't think I would ever make it to the top of the Alliance leaderboard, so it doesn't really matter. Sometimes, like, I want my gold marks, of course, but even if I play every single day and I pick the highest fight, it's not like I'm going to be on the leaderboard, so. Alright, let's take them off for this one. It's just the Guardian. How do I do that? Right here. It's just the Guardian. We don't need him for that. Class talents? I might want to look at those. Oh, you want me to go over them? Maybe. Professor says, I thought I saw a timer somewhere counting down to Immortals, like 18 days. Wormskull says, treasure hunt is funner than PvP. Mark said, I wish they had live PvP fights. That would be fun to play a real person. Yeah, it'd be like chess or something. It's probably the problem, like the battle. You'd have to have like a timer on each move. The way a person couldn't just sit there all day and contemplate. Or sweaty wrestler people. Okay, I'm just not gonna make a move. You get to retreat and I win. There'd be some sort of timer. Forces you to choose a maneuver. Pile driver, a splash off the top rope, you know, something. Clothesline. The big boot, throw them in the ropes. Put your boot up. They run into it. Somebody threw me into the ropes. I would just grab the ropes. It's like the one part of wrestling that you just have to, like, suspend. Yeah. Can't do logic. Why would a person that gets thrown into ropes bounce off them and then run back at the person? That's probably the worst part about it, if you think about it. Why are you running wildly back at that person when they throw you into those ropes? You could just grab the ropes. And I'm sure it's not that bouncy to where it makes you run. It's just a part of wrestling that they all just, like, ignore. Like, alright, if I throw you on the ropes, you gotta bounce off them and keep running. Like, that's just what we do. It's like Sonic when he bounces off the spring thing and he has to go running through a loop. They treat it like that type of thing. Like the ropes are so bouncy that you just can't stop yourself from running. That don't make sense. But that's what keeps the matches going, man. You gotta run the ropes. Run the ropes. Throw them in. And if they're throwing you somewhere, why are you gonna run? Like, wouldn't you, like, just fall down or something? Or, like, not let them throw you like that? I'm applying logic to a thing that is cooperative, like, dancing or something. Just like the rope thing. Ropes are so bouncy, dude. I like wrestling, though. I'm not saying I don't. I don't watch it right now. When I was a kid, though. And I've taken my kids to see it. But, can we insta-kill him? I don't think so. So let's do this. It'd be funny if in UFC they throw him into the cage and they bounce off it and run back. Somebody should do that cooperatively. Jump off the top of the cage. Do a leg drop. I want to see some wrestling moves in the UFC, like one that would never happen. Like power bombs definitely happen sometimes, right? Somebody could kick somebody in the face. That happens. I've seen like a couple little suplexes, but you don't see those very often. It'd be funny if someone jumped off the top rope and did like an elbow drop off the top of the cage. They probably lose the fight. They'll be disqualified. You got out of the ring. You lose. Tyrion says, I was enjoying PvP until defend teams re-added hero. Now it's meh again, but gold marks for books is good enough reason to put in effort. Yeah, I think everybody should do it. I wish I would have done it yesterday. I didn't skip it on purpose. I try to get my gold marks every day. I'll do my Citadel Wars fights, you know, you get gold marks from that, and then you go around, if you're in the winning alliance, you make sure you get your other gold marks for the orange diamond. I try to do that every day. We got the Thrall, Void Dragon, Prismatic Orb, and Amethylos. Ooh, it changed the teams for me. Sometimes it does that. Oh, look at that. Now I got a horrible team. Wish I knew how to make that happen. Maybe if you just keep like going in and exiting out, go in, exit out, go in, exit out. That might be a strat. I think I've mentioned that before, but I've never like tried it. But I've seen it on stream happen multiple times where I'll go scout a team and then I back out and it's not the same team when I back out. It like loads. And it'll load in some horrible team like this. If you're having trouble in PvP in the Citadel Wars, try like scouting and then backing out, scouting, then backing out, scouting and backing out. Unless there's an easier way to do it. There might be an easier way to do it. I figure they give you 3 fights and you have to choose between those 3 fights no matter what, and you can't change them. That's usually how this game works. Maybe even if you like turn the game off and come back, you never know until you try it. It's usually not how it works, but they put measures into this game because people used to like retreat from battles and like go back in, and I think you still can a little bit, but it's like a strat people use for certain things. They'll go into a fight and then they'll retreat and then go back and then retreat, go back, retreat, or something like that, or they'll look at the fight, back out, back out. I think you can get like gnomes that way somehow. It's really slow. Not really like recommended. You can just do like the vault event super hard instead. Let's kill this. Let's do that. Let's get the guy with the more. And we win! Those talismans helpful? Yeah, they got 75% start, so swift. So it's better than having a 50% start on your entire team. Swift talismans, you get them from the Guardian. When you defeat the Guardian, you get like 2 of them. And, you know, eventually they'll stack up. Just don't use them on easy fights. If you're 99% sure you're going to win a fight, what's the point of using the Swift Talisman? I only use them on fights where I'm, like, not sure. I'm like, this is going to be like a 75, 60% chance I win here. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Swift Talismans because that team looks competent. Whenever it's, like, just a random assortment of troops, don't waste your Swift Talisman. Whenever it's the Guardian, don't waste your Swift Talisman. Just only waste them on fights where you think, like, the enemy could win, maybe. And then that's when you would use your Swift Talismans. So you don't get enough every day to like use them in every fight. You only get 2 a day. So you kind of really have to use them only when you need them. But I still haven't lost a Citadel Wars fight. I don't know if that's good or not. I don't know if that's impressive or not. It's just a fact. So I did my PvP fights. That's why I was doing that. For the XP booster for real. Let's go back up to the main land. We got our XP booster done. I just like to do that every day. We'll check out our adventure board. We got gems on it. Let's get some Doomsayer experience while we get some gems. The one part rope rant. Yeah. Stupid ropes. Mark says Mario Bros vs Sonic. You'll take Mario Bros every day. Me too, probably. I was a Sega dude for a minute, but I've had every system, so I've never been like any one platform type of dude. The only thing I've never been is like a PC player. It's not because I don't want to be, I've just never had like an awesome computer. It might be the main event of gaming, like having an awesome gaming PC. It wasn't like that back in the day. Back in the day, you would get a Nintendo or a Sega, and then eventually a PlayStation or an Xbox. And right around when like PlayStation, Xbox, you know, computers were awesome enough that started to become the thing. Especially when like most games are on the PC anyway. Most speedrunners will play on PC. Like, you can mess around with the game and stuff. I never like cared about that part though. I think some people actually care about like mods and messing around with games. I think mods are cool to like, I don't know. I like to watch people do mods. But yeah, I had an NES. It was my first system. Then I got a Sega Genesis. And I had a Dreamcast for a bit, so I was like a Sega dude for a minute. But I've never been like any one thing ever. Like, I never just like got Nintendo all the time or PlayStation all the time or anything like that. Just whatever I had at the moment. NES dude into Sega Genesis dude. If I had to pick between Mario and Sonic, I would probably also pick Mario. Got Mario, he does like RPGs, he does racing, he's got board games, he's got all kinds of stuff. Sonic is kind of just Sonic. If Sonic did have a racing game, it's probably, he does, I think, but it's not as good as like Mario Kart. All the other games that they make out of Mario are usually good. All the other games they make out of Sonic are usually not as good. You know what I mean? If there's a Sonic board game, it's definitely not as good as, like, Mario Party or Fortune Street or something. If they got a Sonic racing game, it's definitely not as good as, like, Mario Kart, you know? They got a Sonic RPG, it's not as good as Mario RPG, so... You know, like the base game, you got Mario running sideways hitting coin blocks, or you got Sonic running sideways going through loops. Like, they could compete a little bit, but... If you think about every other game Mario's in, you gotta pick Mario. Kind of like if it was a versus battle. Sonic's got a couple hits, but once he's done with those hits, man, Mario's still going. He's got those bangers. He can just keep, he's like Drake. Mario's like Drake. Sonic would just be, like, a dude that has, like, 3 good songs. Mario would just keep going and going and going. So Sonic's playing this song, singing this song that nobody knows, and Mario's doing another banger. He was Smoke Sonic. Yeah, I like real-time strategy as well. Is that like, is RTS is like Command and Conquer, StarCraft, right? I used to love that stuff. I used to play Warcraft. I used to play Warcraft, man. The game was fun. You guys ever play Warcraft, like the one where it's like RTS? That was fun. Like Warcraft 1 or 2. I wish I could play that right now. Cheryl's here. Yeah, whatever, Kendrick. Somebody that has banger after banger after banger after banger. Not like us. Think I don't know what I'm talking about? Drake is not like us, man. No, I was kidding. Mad City. Whatever it's called, anyway. Alright, so we did this, we did that. Let's go do dungeon. Let's see if we can get a perfect. So far, so good. Okay. Alright. It's kind of like a good thing and a bad thing. If I get a perfect, I have to fight the fights, and if I don't get a perfect, I don't have to fight the fights. So either way, I win. They made it, like, annoying to where people get mad all day about dungeon because you keep not getting perfects over and over and over. And then you have to fight them because you still need diamonds, you still need jewels and all that stuff. So dungeon sucks for most people. For me, though, it's a win-win. I either get a perfect and I get some Dragonite, or I don't have to do it. I turned it into a win-win. Let's grab our campaign tasks. Just going through the checklist here. I still want to do that on Discord, like make an accountability checklist. I just don't. I could sit there, like if I had enough time, and sit there on Discord and like write down everything you should do each day. Like here's Monday, you should do this, 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 and this. And then here's Tuesday, you should do this, 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 and this. Then each person in the Discord could like put a check mark. I mean, everybody else could see it too. Like, okay, so Mark did everything he should have done on Monday. Like, and everybody can see it. But somebody else, oops, they forgot to do Sinnycool forgot to do Citadel Wars. We all see that. It's like accountability. So everybody would want to have everything done. And then if you don't do something, everybody sees it. So that makes it to where you want to, like, you know, it's accountability. Like, you want to get everything done so people don't see you, like, not getting something done type of stuff. I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how. How could I make that? I don't know. If somebody wants to make it for me, and I can fill in all the stuff. I'm not a Discord dude, so... I don't even know if that's possible on there. That'd be sweet, though. It's like, did you do your XP booster? And then there's, like, a box. And then, like, every person... I don't know, like, how it would work. Like, maybe your initials go next to it or something like that. I don't know. But there'd be a way to, like, see if a person did it. Everybody participating. Let's say there's, like, 50 people participating. You know. Did you do your... Maybe there's a column for each person's name or something like that. Did you do your XP booster? And then there's everybody's name there, and there's, like, a box. And then, like, there'd be a check mark if they did it. And there'd be, like, an X if they didn't. And it'd just be blank if it's still... Like, they still got time. And then the next one would be adventure board. Did you do your adventure board? And if you did it, there's a green check mark. And if it's still that day, it's blank. And if it's the next day, there's an X. Like a red X. Like, oops. I can look at Monday and see what Mark did. And, oh, there's an X there for something. Underspire. Or look, he's got all green check marks all the way across. Good job, you know? And then, like, the next day would be whatever. Or the next thing, it would be XP Booster, Adventure Board, Dungeon. You know. If it was today, it would be Faction Event. Alright? Campaign, you could put campaign on there somehow. Like, for the whole week, though. It'd be like, alright, did you get the campaign done this week? And it would just be blank until you get it done, then it would be a green X. And it would only be a green check mark. And then if you didn't get it done, it'd be like the next week it would have an X there or something. I don't know. It just feels like a lot of work, a lot of names, a lot of columns, a lot of X's and check marks and blanks. And is anybody going to participate anyway? And just take forever to set it up, and I don't even know how to. So, like a spreadsheet or something. Like, and then you could even say, like, did you do your Citadel Wars? That's another one, Citadel Wars, you know. And then we could even put, like, things that you should do every day. Did you do this much VP at least? So 800 VP every day. Did you at least do that much? And even if you did 8 million, you still have, like, a green check mark. If you did, like, 600, you have a red X. You didn't get to the bare minimum. Yeah. Did you do 3... I don't know. Did you do some Underspire fights? Did you get to at least the first boss in the Underspire on Monday? Did you get to the second boss on Tuesday, third boss on Wednesday, fourth boss on... You know what I mean? Check mark, X, or whatever. That'd be cool because then it would be accountability. Like something you may... Like, oh, I don't feel like doing Adventure Board today, but then I'm gonna have a freaking red X in my name on Discord, man. So I'm gonna do it anyway. And it would show you everything you should do each day. Like, even if you don't participate, you could just look at it, and it would say everything you should do that day. I think some people get overwhelmed and they don't know what to do. And we could put, like, the bare minimums on there, at least. Okay, so I did my Citadel Wars fights. I did XP Booster Adventure Board Dungeon. I would most likely either do a little bit of Underspire or get my faction event done next. So we haven't done any of this yet. Let's do some of this. And I don't know. After this, I might be done for the day. We'll see. We did, like, an example of almost everything. Underspire. Putting a chapter. I don't even remember my team. Alright, Classic. We'll see you, dude. Thank you so much for doing that. SNES. See, I skipped that one. I did NES and then Genesis. And then, like, whatever's after that. Is it N64 or Dreamcast or something like that? I'm starting to forget. Classic played Warcraft. Sana says Spellforce. Dez was a Warcraft player. Yeah, check campaign, thank you. Yeah, that'll show you too. Yeah, that's a good idea, Sana. And then it would show us, like, who's actually... I feel like Discord, like, half the people on there are just, like, not even there, you know what I mean? I feel like of our Discord members, like, 15% of them actually chat and stuff. And then, like, 50% are actually there. And then, like, 35%... Yeah. 35% of the people on that Discord are just not even there anymore. At least. Or what was we doing for this? Sammy Thelos with, like, Princess Elspeth or something? Reflection of Good, something like that. Maybe Vanya. I think that's what I was doing, right? Cool to have... These probably fine. We need a lot of purple. Is our banner okay? Purple, blue, minus green. That's probably fine. Let's just see if this is what I was using. That's good, Sana. Yeah, I could at least post what people should be doing. And then maybe you can just, like, type your name under that after... Okay, I did it all. Like, each day I could type in everything you should be doing, and then if you... Once you get it done, you can go to that channel or whatever it's called, that... Just hit, like... I got it all done! Or something. Just put an emoji or something. Checkmark emoji. Alright, I'd like to make it to the second boss if possible, but we're just making progress. It is 11 o'clock my time. I gotta go to the stupid grocery store today. It's always so much fun. I love spending money on super duper expensive food that is gone in 4 days, 3 days. It's my favorite. I love spending money on... Like, it's super expensive now. It's so dumb. Like, I didn't like going to the grocery store when it wasn't expensive. Now it's even worse. There's just dummies there. They're just dummies at the store. Costs too much. And it's gone in like 3 or 4 days, no matter... Unless you spend like $500, yeah, then you can make it a whole week. Nobody wants to do that, so... I gotta go back way too soon, or else you gotta get fast food, and then that costs too much. Grocery store sucks. I saw like a video. I don't know what it was. I think it was just a short or something on YouTube. And there's like this Jeep parked the way that I hate. It was taking up 2 spots, you know? It was like parked in the middle. And then these other people like with small cars like parked in front of it and behind it so it couldn't get out. I thought that was hilarious. Just like when I wrote my little note to the guy in the truck. It's always fun. Fun to tell an a-hole that they're an a-hole. Maybe they won't do it anymore. You never know. Like, maybe they didn't know. What if they thought that the line was supposed to go in the middle of their car? Even though to everybody else... Like, that can't be possible, though, because you see how everyone else is parked. So there's no way. They're definitely doing it on purpose. So I'm not even giving them the benefit of the doubt that they just don't know. You just, every single other person, like the hundreds of cars in the parking lot, you can just use them as an example of how you're supposed to park. It's not like it's like an empty parking lot and you have to figure out how to park. There's hundreds of examples, and you see it all over the place every day of how you're supposed to park. So you should never like not know. I don't know. What do I do? I think the middle of my car is supposed to go on that horizontal line. And my tires should go on the lines. That's how you park. There was like a Jeep parked right in the middle, like I'm saying, like he was taking up 2 spots. And it was like in the front too, it wasn't in the back. Like in the back, do whatever you want. Park sideways, whatever, I don't care. They're like in the front, taking up 2 spots. So it's one like small car parked in front of them and one small car parked behind them. If they come out, they can't do anything. They're just stuck. It's my favorite. I would never do that because I'd be afraid they would just try to ram their way out of there because they're stupid. Let me ram my way out of here. I'm parked wrong, so it'd be my fault. But let me ram my way out of here. On camera. They're that stupid. I'm parked illegally, but let me ram myself out of here. I gotta get out of here. Let me ram myself out of here on camera. Guess whose fault that would be? Probably the person that rammed the other cars, not the ones that parked on the front and the back of you. Alright, we opened the door. That's cool. Like I said, I didn't play very much yesterday after the stream. I just showed you guys some teams and took the rest of the day off. I don't play this game for 7 years every single day. Like sometimes I try to strategically take a little bit of a time off, but didn't really work out yesterday because I forgot my stupid Citadel Wars. I should have done those at least. I think Monday's a pretty good day to take off. As long as you jump on real quick and do just a couple things real fast. You know? There's no faction event that you have to do all the way to completion. There's like nothing you really have to do all the way to completion. You could just do Adventure Board, Dungeon, Citadel Wars, and you could probably call it there on a Monday. If you want like a short break, do the least type of thing. And then Sunday as well. Sunday's not bad. Especially because there's no Citadel Wars on Sunday. You could just get everything done. If you wanted to every single week, you could just get everything done by Saturday. And you could take off every single Sunday except for do your dungeon, at least. Because it's a Diamond Day. They're probably the 2 best days to take off. Monday and Sunday. And you could actually do them back-to-back, too, like it's a job, kind of. You could give yourself 2 days off every week like it's a job, if you wanted to. You just gotta go in real quick and go in for 15 minutes and leave. I would rather see a person do that instead of like quit the game entirely. If you're starting to get burnout and you're starting to hate the game and stuff, try taking off Sunday and Monday. Now, do everything you're supposed to on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, though. Make sure you play the game correctly on all those days, and probably a little bit more to make up for not playing on Sunday and Monday. But you could take off Sunday and Monday as long as you jump on the game real quick on Sunday, play your dungeon at least. Jump on Monday real quick, play your Citadel Wars at least, do your dungeon real quick. You know, if you go hard on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday and Saturday, it probably wouldn't even make that much of a difference. You could take 2 whole days off almost. Wednesday's not bad either. There's just a pet if you already have the pet. The most crucial days are Tuesday. That's really it. Tuesday, Friday. You gotta like choose. When it's like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you gotta choose. But you can make one of those days not so crucial sometimes. Like Friday, sometimes there's a new mythic you probably want to be on. It's the start of the event. I don't know, though. You could definitely choose a couple days each week to do the bare minimum. Like the super duper bare minimum. If you do it right. Let's do this before we get rid of it. And then we'll do that. That works much better. I should probably get up the Reflection of Good first and then do Elspeth. Rainman says NES, SNES, N64, GameCube, Wii U, Switch. Hey, I know. So I had the NES, the N64, the Wii. So that's the 3 Nintendos I had. So I like skipped a generation for like I did every other up until the Wii. And then we have a Switch right now too. So I did every other. That's funny. If that's every system ever for a Nintendo other than like Game Boy and all that. I did every other Nintendo. I had an NES, I had an N64, I had a Wii, and now we have a Switch. I gotta go at the highest level. So we got 23, 21. So we'll go highest level. I think I want like an Anu too. Might help. Especially early on. If you don't have Amethylos, we did teams yesterday. I think we just like doubled up on Vanya or something. It wasn't like a brain buster. Sana says, yeah, some just don't look at what I post and it's annoying. Yeah, pulling pranks. Especially if they deserve it. Mark says you have a dark side, Sana. Remind me not to mess with you. Mark says, I only do the basics on Sunday, then by Monday I miss it. I'm burnt out by Sunday. Yeah, that makes sense. It's the last day of the week. There we go. Perfect. We got a Reflection of Good. We're going to cast it. Ready. Bang. That'll make more purple on the board. Nope, because there's a brown storm for some reason. I don't know why, but there is. Probably from one of their troops. I wanted that purple storm. That way Elspeth would loop better. She don't put like a ton on there. Let's try again. Sana says I do every day the bare minimum on both accounts, and Wednesday is catch-up day. There's definitely a reason I don't stream on Wednesday, and that's the day that I picked to not stream. It's because it's just a pet. If I streamed every day, if I put a... Yeah, I've streamed every day before, and like the lowest viewership is always on Wednesdays, it feels. So that's the day I decided, like, okay, I'm just going to do EverQuest on Wednesday, because first of all, Monday, after doing Monday and Tuesday, I'm kind of like over it anyway, because those are 2 pretty big days for streaming. Lots of stuff to go over and whatnot. Because Monday you got to go over like almost everything, and then Tuesday you're like playing catch up and going over the rest of the stuff. By Wednesday it's like, okay, anyway, yeah. So, and then nobody's gonna come and watch anyway, so might as well play a different game. So there's a reason I do pick Wednesday as my day off from streaming. It's just a pet, and you're just doing the same thing you were doing on Monday, pretty much. Other than that. I think I want to get up my weapon first. We have the purple storm, yay. So there should be a decent amount of purple on the board for when we do this. There we go. And Vanya's there to pick up the slack. Alright, highest level. We got 32 and we got 27. Betcha I didn't buy my torches either. Oh no, we had to have, because we did the teams, right? So I did that. Let me buy them. While I'm thinking about it, let me buy them. Thank you. Alright, a couple more fights, and I think I'm gonna call it for today. I know you guys are awesome. I just got a lot to do today. Mostly the grocery store, but I also need to do some work. I try to do as much as I can the night before, but it's like, even if I do that, I can still do more. And I always feel like I need to be trying to make money because it's freaking hard. Okay, let's see. Purple would be great. Let's get blue, I guess. There we go. Let's do this on that. Now we can do this on this. And it's been looping if we wait. So I like that move. You learn as you play a team. I was casting Elspeth onto Reflection of Good before I cast Reflection of Good, and now I'm waiting until I get Reflection of Good up, casting it on Amethylos, and then casting Elspeth on Reflection of Good. I think that works better. Be cool if I can make it to the door. Pizza time's here! It's just like, it costs so much, it don't last long enough, and then like the people you have to deal with while you're there. You never have a bagger, like get to bag your own groceries. Just like, there's so many things annoying about the grocery store, yeah. That was probably the best thing about the lockdown and all that, or whatever, like that time period. I was like ordering the groceries and either going and picking them up or they were delivering them. I don't think I ever had it delivered, but if you do that, they tend to forget things, and I think you have to pay more. So I've had it happen a bunch of times where I would like order the groceries and then go pick them up, and then I'm not gonna sit there and search through every bag. So I get home and then they forgot something like super important. I'm like, man, now I gotta go back anyway. So I kind of quit doing that. They forgot stuff like 3 times in a row, and I was like, man. Then they started like charging for it too or something. I'm like, screw this, I'll just go in myself. I like that strat sometimes though. If you're only getting like certain amount of things, do the order the groceries and just go pick them up type of deal. Guess I'll take skulls. Get a cart with like 3 wheels on it and it's like scratching, making sparks on the ground. The wheel doesn't fall off, though, until you're, like, all the way back getting the milk. It's like you don't want to get a new cart, because then you'd have to walk all the way back. So then everybody's looking at you, because you got the cart with 3 wheels, where one of the wheels is just metal on the ground, making sparks and fire. You set, like, the pretzels on fire as you go by. Like, oh, well. Oh, well, I'm already here. I'm already back here. I'm already this far. I'm not gonna go get a new one. And if I get a new one, you know it's gonna, like, be worse. There's gonna be, like, baby poop in the front seat. Be like a diaper in it. I'll deal with the cart that sets the pretzels on fire, but I guess. If you realize it right away, you know, turn around and get you a different cart. But usually you don't realize it till you already got groceries in the cart. You're already down like the 4th aisle in the back of the store, and you're like, screw it. I'm just going to set the store on fire with my cart sparking against the ground with 3 wheels. Everybody looking at me. Then you got to say something to like every person, like, luck of the draw! Or like, of course! You know how it goes! Okay, let's get up our weapon, if possible. It just sucks that we gotta take purple off the board to then put it back on, but I think it's fine. Because the other way around, like, oh, she's already up. You don't get enough for Amethylos just by doing Princess Elspeth onto Reflection of Good. I think you need both. I wanted to do. I really need to be making it to this boss today, but I'll do that later. I think I'm gonna be done for today. But we got everything done that I wanted to get done. I showed you 4 faction teams for Silver Necropolis. I talked about the importance of the weapon, Life and Death. I even showed you a Life and Death team for the faction event. And we did the Epic Trials if you don't have those done. You should at least go try to get one of the fights done, get that pet. Because it's going to be a while before you see Silverglade again. So, at least try. At least run auto. The least you can do is run auto battles. You know? It's like being in a guild and being the lowest level person in the guild. The least you can do is double, triple, quadruple up on your sigils and fight a couple fights, man. It's not impossible. You act like it's impossible. Epic Trials is not impossible. You can sit there and run auto battles while you work and potentially get you a copy of the pet and then move along with life. You got all week. You got 7 days to run auto battles on the easiest fight. You know, the 250 or whatever, the easiest epic trial fight. Just run auto battles on it. While you work or something, or when you get home from work, or while you're chilling, watching something, drinking a beer after you get off work. Just run an auto battle on the epic trials, on the easiest fight. Get you 1 copy of the pet, at least. And then later on, you can either, like, try again, or you can just orb that thing if you feel like you're never going to be able to beat it. But at least you have it. It's not impossible. Doing guild events as a low-level player is not impossible. I feel like sometimes people act like stuff's impossible. It's not impossible. Alright. Let's catch up in the chat and say goodbye. Yeah, stupid grocery store. Yeah, you should do Underspire, man. I feel like everybody should do at least their free torches. But the more I do the new account, the more... It always depends. If you're level 100, most things don't apply to you. There's like a certain level you have to get to, like, get all the kingdoms open and all the... You have to be, like, done with the tutorial before my advice really applies. When I say everybody should do the bare minimum in the Underspire and get at least use your free torches... Of course, there's a couple people that are level 50, a level 100, maybe even level 200 that doesn't apply to. You have other things you should be concentrating on, like opening your kingdoms and classes and factions and stuff. But if you have time, yeah, you could do that too, Underspire. But you know what I mean? Like, nothing's for not 100% of the player base, except for like joining a guild, turning it up to 4 times speed. Stuff like that is for 100% of the player base, but... When I say everybody should do Underspire and at least do their free torches, that's for like 90-something% of the player base. As long as you're done with the tutorial. You're not in pull-ups anymore. You're not in diapers. Like, I'm in diapers right now on my new account. So I'm not going to be talking about wearing boxers and tighty-whities. I'm still in diapers on my new account. So if you're still in diapers, then it doesn't matter... When we're talking about, like, you should at least do your free torches in the Underspire. Because you're still in diapers. You know? You gotta get your pull-ups on first. Once you get your pull-ups on, you can start thinking about it. And then when you get your tighty-whities on, that's when you would do the Underspire. So most people, 90-something%, should be doing at least their torches. Like, if they give you something, do it. If there's an event, you should do it. Especially when they're giving you the torches. You don't have to buy more, but you could do, like, the free fights and at least get to the second dragon. Only reason I wasn't entirely skipping the Underspire ever. I was concentrating on the dungeon and the epic trials to get them out of the way, but it doesn't mean I was doing 0 fights in the Underspire. I was doing my free torches to the second boss at least. I think that's the bare minimum, because you can always make it to the second boss with the free torches. You could stop there if you want to, I would say. But that's what I would say is the bare minimum for the Underspire, and everybody should do that unless you're in diapers. Get to the second boss with your free torches. Stop there if you want to. Even if you have torches left over, maybe go back and hit a couple sentinels. Because you're not going to make... If you make it to third boss sucks, and you're never going to make it to the fourth boss most likely, unless you buy with gems extra torches. So if you're doing just the free torches, get to the second boss, maybe backtrack and do a couple sentinels, and just be done with it. Doesn't even take that long. I'm almost there right now. It's Tuesday. This just gets crazy to me that people would do no Underspire at all. You could do that over 7 days. You could do like 4 fights a day or something and get that done. Pretty easy. And none of the fights are that hard up until the second boss. And you get like the ore. You get the orbs. You get the epic vault key. You get the deeds. You know, you get some decent stuff for doing it too, and you might get a sentinel along the way. So, it's something you should do. I mean, they put it in the game. Usually that means you should do it. Just like Citadel Wars. I don't love PvP, but I do it anyway, because it's something they put in the game, and it's a way to get gold marks, which is a way to get books. So that would be one thing I would choose. Like on Monday, I forgot about it. That would be my Underspire, is PvP. I'm like, psh, I don't like it that much. I'm not going to do it. But I do it anyway, because you should. It's like the bare minimum is at least doing your 5 Citadel Wars fights and doing like 800 VP a day. Something like that. But anyway. Sana says, sometimes I pull pranks there with random people. It's hilarious to put something strange in their cart or something. I know. Or grab some fish and put it in the cereal aisle. My daughter calls it something. Mom said no. She says, Mom said no. We'll see like a stuffed animal in the cereal aisle. She'll say, look, Mom said no. We'll see like it might be like some kid thing on Twitter or whatever it is, TikTok. A meme or something that I don't know about. It'd be like Reese cups in the milk cooler. Mom said no. Alright, y'all. Yeah, we need an overworld. I've been saying that. So simple, they're so stupid. The devs are dumb. They're dumb. I don't know what they're doing. They're killing their own game. They're killing my channel and their own game at the same time. They suck. It's like we're chained together. I've always tried to get away from them, and I just can't. And they're taking me down with them. Of course, I take my own self down in my own ways, but I'm a self-saboteur. But the more that they screw up their own game, the more it's screwing up my channel too. You know, at least a little bit. And then I do my own good job at screwing up my own channel. I don't need them doing it too. That's too much screwing it up. I'm allowed to screw up my own channel by saying things and being a self-saboteur, but with them, they're taking me down a little bit too much. Like, I should only be going down a little bit, and they're making it worse with their decisions. Their PvP updates over and over and over and over. It's not the answer, devs. We need a treasure hunt rework. We need an overworld. It's like simple. 2 ideas that are like easy to think of. That people asked for. Especially the treasure hunt rework. There's no reason to do treasure hunt right now. Nobody should be doing that. They need to give it a reason to be in the game. For people to... And people like it too. Some people like it. Like, give them more of a reason. Make it where, like, other people aren't like... Like, give them a reason to, like, actually be doing it and enjoying it and also getting stuff for doing that instead of getting nothing for it and just having fun. They usually do that. Eventually, it feels like they do that eventually. Like in the Underspire, we were hitting a bunch of dead ends, so they put in Sentinels. For some reason, with Treasure Hunt, they just never felt the need to update it and make it more, like, smarter to do. Like, put some Dragonite in there. Put some gold marks in there or something. I don't know. Put some books in there, writs in there. Update it. All it has in there is gems and glory and souls and gold, and that's it. What about all the new resources that you put in the game, like cursed runes and Dragonite and, you know, all kinds of new stuff, and you haven't put any of it in the game. You could put gnomes in there somehow. Maybe you could put a verse in there somehow. That'd be cool. Maybe if you get a certain thing, like a safe has a chance to drop a verse or something. I don't know. That'd be cool. Get more Nomapaloozas. Just update Treasure Hunt and make an overworld. That's it. Easy. You can make a delve thing that's just like in the overworld. You can have new factions up in the overworld for every single kingdom. That would give you so much to do, too. They wouldn't have to think. I say wrap this PvP crap up immediately. Whatever you have to do, whatever the next update is, get it done. Everything. Just throw it in the game. Get it done. I don't care. Just be done with it. Just don't make like a ton of bugs and glitches, though. But, you know, whatever you can do, the quickest you can do it to get done with this PvP update crap. Soon as possible. After that, Treasure Hunt rework immediately. Get it done. Then when you're done with that, do overworld, like a heaven or a space or something like that. You could put 38 factions up there for every kingdom to have 2 factions now. And that gives you something to do for so long you don't even have to think about anything new for a while, because you got to add a new faction for every kingdom in the overworld. You got to think of 4 troops for every faction in the overworld. A new legendary in every kingdom for every faction in the overworld. You got to think of a whole new game mode, though. It's got to be like the Delves, but for the overworld, so something different. Hopefully it's not exactly the same. Just make something new and different, a game mode. A new game mode in the overworld with 38 new factions, with, you know, 4 new troops from each kingdom, with a new legendary for each kingdom. You know, call it heaven, call it space, call it whatever you want up there. We got an underworld, so why would we not have an overworld? Just makes sense. That should be the direction of the game. And that would bring, I think that would at least stabilize the community. At least, I think it would bring some people back. I'm not saying it would, like, revitalize the game to its glory days or something, but I think that would, like, stop the bleeding. A Treasure Hunt rework would probably stop the bleeding, and then, like, an overworld would probably start bringing people back. PvP updates is just, you look at the numbers, they're going down, 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 down. It's not doing anything good. So that would be simple. Devs, I wish there was a dev listening right now. Wrap this PvP crap up immediately. It's not it. It's not it, Chief. Get it done. Treasure Hunt rework. Do it. You can't lose. Even if it's not, like, the greatest thing ever. All you got to do is, like, double the rewards in Treasure Hunt. You know, do something cool, of course. Like, but you can't lose with that. There's no way, because it sucks right now. Nobody does it, and it's a waste of time. So all you got to do is make it not that. Make it worth our time to do it. You could refresh it, make it better, do something with the game mode, but all you have to do is put in, like, make it worth our time to do it. You could keep it exactly the way it is, and just add more better resources that are worth their time to, like, go play Treasure Hunt. And then an overworld after that. Come on. Let's do it. Space. We have some aliens. You can put aliens in the game. Yeah, you already got, like, heavenly troops. You could just add to that if you want. Maybe you could do heaven and space. There's there's overworld, but it's split in 2, and the aliens are fighting the gods. They could do something cool, man. Come on, bro. They couldn't lose if they did that. Treasure Hunt rework and then overworld. It's simple. And it gives them something to do for quite a while. They don't have to think of something else. Just enter a faction every so often for the overworld with 4 new troops and a new legendary for every kingdom. That'll help kingdom level in power and stuff like that too. I don't know. But yeah. I don't know. They'd have to put a new game mode in, though, Pizza Time. I wouldn't want, like, just more delves. I would hope they would enter, like, a whole new game mode too. And hopefully it would be awesome and fun. But just the idea of overworld would be good. I think everybody would love that. But yeah, I think I'm done. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. Guardians, Primal, Vault, and Apocalypse, right? It's always been a thing. Thanks for joining me today! Sauna, Pizza Time, Mark, Professor, got Rain Man, Classic was here, Cheryl was here, we had Classic, we had Rain Man, Tyrion was here, Wormskull, Professor, Sauna, Mark, Maka was here if I didn't say hi. Hi to Maka. Anita with the gift, it went to Dre Santi? You're a legend? Oh, yeah. Classic, Professor, Wormskull, Tyrion, Mark, Chat with a 2, Trey with the gifted, went to John Fitzpatrick. That's awesome. He's a legend. You're a legend. Chat with a 2 with a 2. I always love that. Dwayne was here. We have Sauna. We have Mark. We have Professor. Sauna with the gifted 2, Jonathan. I think you guys swang around the pole and flew to the moon and kicked your shoe to the ocean today. Wormskull with the 5, tastes like purple. Tastes like burning. Mark with the 2, the underdoggy. Professor with the 5, incredible. Yeah, you guys swang over the pole, kicked your shoe to the moon, and today. Appreciate it. Helps a lot. Keeps me going. Makes me get on here every day, day after day after day after day, you know. Sometimes I'm not like, I don't wake up saying like, I can't wait to stream. Not every day. Sometimes I do, because I know like in my head I'm like, it'd probably make me feel better, and everybody like, usually I feel better afterwards, so I should get on the stream, but you know that thing like right before you're about to do something, you gotta like, do it. Just get on there and do it. Just get there, it'll be better. Just get on there, it'll be better. Like, I want to get over the hump or whatever. Some days I'm like, I got to get over the hump. Let's just go. Let's do it. You do this every day. Let's go. So that helps me on the days where I'm like, it helps me get on here every day. So you guys rock. You're the best. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you Thursday for the new account playthrough. The new account playthrough is in the Underworld, and trying to get all the kingdoms open, all the classes open, trying to get the troops in the Underworld. It's doing City of Thieves 3 times a day. We just hit level 100. We still haven't got our first mythic yet, so maybe that new mythic will be our first one. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not. We'll see. And then Friday, we got new mythic and Ilathea faction event. Saturday is spoilers. Sunday, we'll do the new account playthrough again. And then we'll go back around and do it all over again on Monday. So, that's the schedule. Tomorrow's EverQuest. Alright, have a good one. You're the best. Peace out. Thank you so much. Super appreciate it. Time to go to the awesome grocery store. Hawaii, hang 10. I'm doing the